I want to place a curse on those that fight the gospel. I hear that in Kaduna now they've released a circular that church will not use instruments from so time to so time, that you need crusade. Bring it. Is that the game? They bring it from the governor. I told you before that we have a government that will fight the church. Did I say that? Check my prophecy for the year. That you must preach with a license. It is wrong to play religious cassettes or use loudspeaker in religious purpose after 8 p.m. Person commits an offense under the provision who commits shall be liable on conviction to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 2 years or 200,000 fine, or both, or have his license revoked. The truth is, if they say people should come and collect license, they are talking about appointing a chairman that will determine the regulations. Who will they appoint? Their own. You see the strategy? They will appoint their own, who will make it hard for the church but easy for the mosque. I want to warn the governor of Kaduna State. There are many times I've read on paper how he abused Jesus. I've read many things, and Christians came after him. He said they are joking, nothing can happen. I'm talking to the Kaduna governor. Listen, I am not against sanitizing the state, but if you say people should get license for preaching, it's not applicable in Nigeria. Even a herbalist does not get license for practicing herbalism. When you say license for preaching, you are standing against the constitution that says freedom of worship. I have no problem. We can test powers now. Listen. There are certain laws that cannot happen in this country. Not when Nigeria is under God. If need be, over this matter, heaven will intervene. I'm saying this to the executive of the Kaduna: revoke this law or die. If you feel I am running my mouth, ask questions. I stood on this same pulpit here some time back and I spoke to Kogi State, and they said he's running his mouth. Let's see. Thank God the whole world is a witness of that. And I'm not just sure, because you told me that yesterday. You don't inconvenience people, because there are certain things you cannot change. Am I speaking here? When it comes to the mosque, they give them a very good area. Come to the church, they throw you somewhere. You can't fight the gospel. The truth is this: if you don't trouble us, we won't trouble you. We are not troublemakers. If you don't trouble us, we won't trouble you. Alright? But if you feel that because you have power that is transient, what nonsense. We have been men of God before you became governor. Even after you live as governor, we remain as men of God. So please, it's very important that you as a pastor make sure your hands are clean. Make sure your hands are clean. Make sure your hands are clean. When I'm in Kaduna, I'm saying it because if we don't stop this nonsense in Kaduna, some stupid people will now want to extend it. It won't work. I like all of you, as I've spoken here, to put your ears down and hear what will happen. If we are joking or we are playing, except you want your cabinet to reduce, you see people sleeping and not waking up, then you will know that there are certain laws. You have just stepped on the last nerve of the church. There are certain laws that cannot stand. You can't just settle down. That does not generate revenue for you. Even herbalists are running their thing without a license and doing evil. Why not you tell witches that for them to fly they need license? Witches, license. That is why, if you are anywhere and you are going through any form of threat because somebody has power in his hand, either they change their mind or they die. I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to grant a press interview. In case they are not watching television, they will read paper. I'll do that.